The first reaction of a narcissist when he loses control over you is shock. He is used to having you around to feed his ego, fulfill his needs, and cater to his whims. So your sudden independence is a startling blow to his sense of superiority and control. The narcissist will initially be left bewildered when his tried and tested manipulative strategies and mind games no longer work on you. This is because a significant part of his self-identity hinges on his ability to exert influence over others. When this control slips away, it disrupts the narcissist's carefully constructed reality, sending them into a state of shock and disbelief. When the initial shock dissipates, the narcissist enters a stage of intense reaction often referred to as the lashing out phase. This is a critical juncture where the narcissist's true colors surface in full force. Stripped of their control and threatened by your newfound independence, he will resort to a barrage of tactics designed to destabilize you and re-establish their dominance. Lashing out can take many forms. It can be overt or covert, depending on the narcissist's personality and preferred manipulation strategies. Overt lashing out may involve a torrent of hurtful comments, accusations, and blame. He will try to undermine your self-worth with derogatory remarks or belittle your achievements to make you feel inadequate. These are desperate attempts to instill self-doubt, making you question your decision to sever ties and potentially compelling you to return to their control. Covert tactics include guilt-tripping, invoking the past, imagined debts, or playing the victim to manipulate your emotions. He will accuse you of being ungrateful or uncaring, trying to provoke feelings of guilt and obligation that could coerce you back into his sphere of influence. If all else fails, the narcissist's hostility can escalate to outright aggression. This behavior stems from what is termed narcissistic rage, a volatile reaction triggered when his sense of superiority is threatened. It's a defensive mechanism, an extreme response to the narcissistic wound the narcissist incurs when he loses control over you. If the lashing out doesn't work, the narcissist is likely to turn to a markedly different strategy, the love bombing stage. This stage is characterized by an abrupt shift from hostility to excessive displays of affection and attention. The sudden change can be disorienting, but it's crucial to remember that this is often another manipulative ploy designed to reel you back into their control. During the love bombing phase, the narcissist will shower you with affection, gifts, compliments, and grand gestures of love. He might make extravagant promises about the future, pledging to change his ways and painting a picture of a harmonious life together. These gestures can be incredibly persuasive, especially if you're still emotionally entangled with the narcissist. In some cases, the narcissist might even express seemingly sincere remorse for his past behavior. He might admit to his mistakes, apologize profusely, and promise to do better. While it can be tempting to believe in their repentance, it's important to recognize that this is nothing but a calculated move to regain their lost control. The love bombing stage can be particularly challenging because it plays on your hopes and emotions. It might rekindle feelings of love and compassion, making it difficult to maintain your decision to break free. However, recognizing this phase for what it is, a manipulative tactic, can help you stay firm in your resolve. When all his strategies fail to reel you back in, the narcissist is likely to transition to the discard phase. This is the point at which he severs ties, often abruptly and without a clear explanation. The suddenness of this action can leave you feeling bewildered and hurt. It's a stark contrast to the love bombing stage where he seemed so desperate to win you back. In the discard phase, the narcissist will cut off all communication or even go as far as to act as if you never existed in his life. This sudden coldness can be deeply unsettling, especially given the intensity of the relationship you may have shared. He might even start a new relationship quickly, posting a barrage of happy photos on social media to further drive your sense of rejection. However, the discard phase is not about you. It's about the narcissist's inability to accept that he no longer has control over you. His abrupt departure is an attempt to protect his fragile ego from the perceived humiliation of having lost his grip on you. His new relationship is nothing but an attempt to establish a new source of narcissistic supply, since he is unable to survive without the attention and validation of others. The hoovering stage represents another tactic in a narcissist's arsenal, often employed after the discard phase. Named after the Hoover vacuum cleaner, it refers to the narcissist's attempts to suck you back into the cycle of abuse, even after they've seemingly cut ties. This can occur weeks, months, or even years after the relationship has ended. During the hoovering stage, the narcissist will reach out to you unexpectedly, often employing familiar tactics of manipulation. They might send messages filled with nostalgia, reminding you of the good times you shared, or express regret and promise change, mirroring the love-bombing phase. They could also try to provoke a response by creating drama or feigning crisis, hoping to exploit your empathetic nature. This stage is not about genuine remorse or the desire for reconciliation. Instead, it's about the narcissist's need for attention, an ego boost, or a way to fill the void left by the loss of their narcissistic supply. In conclusion, when a narcissist loses control over you, his reactions can be intense and varied. As they grapple with the blow to their ego and the loss of their narcissistic supply, their behavior may range from desperate pleas for your return to aggressive attempts to discredit or harm you. Regardless of their reaction, it's important to remember that this is not a reflection of your worth but rather an indication of their inability to engage in healthy, respectful relationships. As difficult as these reactions may be to endure, they underscore the importance of maintaining firm boundaries and prioritizing your own emotional well-being. For more information about narcissists and narcissistic abuse, visit www.carlacorelli.com.